The opinions expressed in the following program are that of the host and our guests. They do not necessarily reflect the opinions of CWC Entertainment Group LLC, its affiliates, or any employee thereof.
Yeah. I must say, I must make a one to welcome to the Vincent radio show. They do it big, y'all. Great music, laughs, there's so much more. Hey, keep it here, y'all.
Let me see you go back.
Yo, Jake, of all the Aaliyah songs you could have played, you pick one produced by R. Kelly, bruh? Golly, I ain't gonna lie though, that joint still rang off. Hey, Syndicated award-winning, this is the VTRS Vincent radio show. It's your boy Vincent Heartbreak Tucker with the homie Jake in the engineering booth. It's weeks later and surviving R. Kelly is still at the forefront of the conversation in the culture. Alexis Skies fighting Black China in the club and then cooking dinner for Rob Kardashian the next day. Safari and Erica Mena are going in overdrive trying to prove that their relationship and engagement is real. Joel Santana and Kim Bella finally got married, but we don't know if he's doing that because he's about to go to jail. And D talking about putting hands on Cassie's new dude. Man, it is crazy out here. Government shutdown still in effect as TSA workers across the country are calling out or quitting. I'm actually in a weird place about that though, cause I'm like, while I'm scared of a possible terrorist attack, I'm also glad I don't have to deal with them quote unquote random searches whenever I fly out. You know what I mean? I'm just in a weird place on that. Anyway, holding it down, my engineer Jake. You know we got all your hits, your entertainment, news updates, and much, much more. R&B singer DaniLeigh makes her first appearance on the show to talk about her hit single Lil Baby, featuring Lil Baby, and much more. I made it over to our Twitter account at VTRS Online and see what's popping on the timeline. So join me there as we get to these bangers. Let go.
If I hit it one time, I'm a piper. Bring it back, Mr. Heartbreak.
Check.
Sorry, I will get this record.
1, 2, 3.
Check out my melody.
Oh.
I hadn't thought of the second line yet.
Wait a minute.
That is true.
You had that line for a good 3-4 minutes. So.
Charity, why ain't never let me be great?
Let you be great?
Why must we always fight, Charity? We need to discuss that. You always fighting with me makes me want to issue an apology to Ramon, Yellowstar, and Keena.
About what?
For all the times that I started unnecessary debates with them.
Oh, Jesus.
You are the karma return to me.
You notice what he said. He said it makes him want to issue an apology.
But he didn't do it.
But we're not actually doing that.
Charity, other than working my nerves, how you been?
I've been really good. I started my morning workouts this week. So, I've been feeling good about myself.
How?
I know. It's happening.
She's gonna get that down anytime.
Mm-hmm.
Any day now.
Coming in. It's coming in.
She's gonna get that whole blood out.
Listen, I have a confession to make. So, for those who knows, I didn't know, I started the year at 278 pounds. I'm down to 255.
Good deal.
I want y'all to know.
Congratulations.
That's awesome. Here's the part where I know you. I want y'all to know that when I get to 190,
don't do this.
I'm gonna be that guy.
Return of the Mac.
Who takes his shirt off for no reason on Instagram. I'm gonna be that guy.
The thing is, you have to be like,
baby.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna get there.
Cut and muscular. You can't just be 190 and.
I got a plan. No. Here's the plan. I'm gonna get down to 175 and then I'm gonna add 15 pounds of muscle.
And can we make sure that you shave that taco meat?
I have a taco. That's Yellowstar. I don't have taco meat.
Wait, hold on now. Now you about to start another unnecessary argument.
So Yellowstar got taco meat and a third nipple?
Wow.
Fortunate. Let me see.
Is that the reason you didn't take your shirt off?
Really? Wait, why are we talking about me taking my shirt off?
Only on the Vincent Tucker Show.
It's crazy to think that on January 16th, it would have been the 40th birthday of the late Aaliyah. Here's one of her all-time classics, Rocks the Boat. It's the VTRS. Coming up in the good, the bad, and the ugly. We're talking Drake's new venture, a certain rapper retiring, and R. Kelly picking on Aaliyah when she's not even here to defend herself. Keep it locked for the updates right after this song.
Hey, Syndicated. Hire some help. Hey, it's too late for all that.
Now it's time for the good.
Turns out Drake could be coming to Vegas for a good time in a long time. That's right. Champagne Pop is reportedly set to make Las Vegas his home base for a while after signing a $10 million contract to do 12 shows over the next 2 years at the Wynn Las Vegas XS nightclub. The In My Feelings rapper seems to have a lot in store for 2019. He recently unveiled his new collaborative champagne range with DaniLeigh Tequila, and he also has the follow-up album to Scorpion due later on this year.
Now it's time for the bad.
Lil Uzi Vert, at the very least, is taking a break from making music. The EXO Tour Life rapper shocked fans on Friday when he announced he was stepping away from the rap game. I want to take the time out to say I thank each and every one of my supporters, but I'm done with music, he wrote on Instagram. I deleted everything. I want to be normal. I want to wake up in 2013. You are free. Wow. Fans were expecting Uzi to drop his sophomore album called Internal Take sometime in 2019, especially after he teased the project back in December. Uzi's record label Atlantic Records has yet to address his retirement announcement.
Now it's time for the ugly.
Oh, R. Kelly. True to the nature of all R. Kelly scandals, a videotape has surfaced that lays to rest claims made by R. Kelly's lawyer that he did not know Aaliyah's age when their relationship began. In a video found by TMZ, R. Kelly clearly states that he is aware that his soon-to-be wife is 14 years old.
Right now I'm producing a very talented young lady. She's 14, Aaliyah.
This coincides with the story told by R. Kelly's former tour manager, Demetria Smith, who detailed on Lifetime Surviving Kelly how he helped R. Kelly force documents in order to marry Aaliyah after Kelly confided in Smith that the then 15-year-old could possibly be pregnant. It also goes against claims made by R. Kelly's lawyer Stephen Greenberg, who told ABC that Aaliyah lied to R. Kelly about her age because his client had no idea. Kells and his lawyer are full of it for trying to fame Aaliyah's name when she's not even here to defend herself. But it's R. Kelly, so what do you expect? It's your boy Vincent Heartbreak Tucker, and that's your good, the bad, and the ugly.
You like teenage girls. When you say teenage, how old are we talking?
Playing today's best music.
Shoot too hard, don't stand too close. You gon' come out and drown. Off this way, doing all these shows. I've been on the road, I don't care where I go, long as I bet you ride so good. Oh, let me bang it out.
Oh, let it wind down. You got 24 seconds and it's starting right now. Shot clock.
You're listening to the Vincent Tucker Radio Show. 3 iHeartRadio playlists are here, and the critics are raving. John in Nashville says,
whoa, 80s playlists? Even new wave? This is huge.
Busy 906 on Reddit says,
iHeart's got all these playlists from the 50s to now, and I'm like totally the only one who knows about them.
Not anymore. iHeartRadio's free playlist. Want 70s funk? There's a playlist for that. Try it now. All your favorite music, all your favorite stations, all free.
It's your boy, Vincent Heartbreak Tucker, going through the Twitter replies on our Twitter account at VTRS Online. In relation to Pastor John Gray admitting to cheating on his wife, I asked last segment if you would still follow your pastor if you found out he cheated. At Tox1C Beauty says, sure wouldn't. Where he gonna lead me? Astray? Oh no, baby. I heard your voice in my head as I read that. Daniel Dominguez says, you can go to church to receive the word and to fellowship, but always strive to be more like Jesus. People have flaws and will let you down. If the pastor dynamic and admitted his indiscretion, I can still follow him. Okay, respectable answer. 7th of March says, before destruction comes warning. I wouldn't even be attending a church for clout or to be a follower. You can pick up vibes from churches and spirits. You can't play like that leading God's people. So no, I wouldn't. Okay. Pretty Diva at Lady D1224 says, Don't they all cheat? Come on now. They don't all cheat, do they? Okay, maybe you're right. Keep your responses coming as I read some more throughout the show. If you got something you want to hear, hit me up, 1-877-99-VINCE, or hit me at VTRS online on the Twitter joint. Let go.
Yeah.
Alright, listen up. Got something y'all ain't gonna believe. This is it, man. You ready?
On Monday, January 14th, Donald Trump gleefully accepted full responsibility for the fast food feast he arranged in honor of celebrating the college football playoff national championship win for the Clemson University football team. By Tuesday morning, he doubled down on his catered feast by misspelling the word hamburgers. Jesus be offense. On January 9th, the Tigers won in a fight to the finish of the Alabama Crimson Tide. And for that victory, this is what they earned, or at least according to Trump, plated on the finest White House china under a candlelight starry night. Donald Trump ordered and paid for hamburgers and pizza from McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King, and Domino's. The victorious Tigers traveled over 500 miles from the comfortable climate of South Carolina to the polar-like conditions of Washington, D.C. to eat off the dollar menu at the White House. It was made worse beforehand as 4-5 continued to gloat over the fact that he paid for the meal out of his own pocket due to the glaring fact that a portion of the White House staff is furloughed due to the ongoing partial government shutdown. But what remains frustrating, at least to me, is the idea that this mostly black football team was reduced to becoming a pawn in this game of political chess. Whether or not they should have made the trip is a whole nother discussion. But this display of cheap celebration is piss poor at best and shows Donald Trump's abhorrent need for the spotlight at whatever cost. These young men are still enjoying the high of achieving the highest award at the collegiate level in their respective sport. And all anyone can talk about is how ridiculous a Big Mac looked on a pure gold plate. Civility and respectfulness continues to be damned in this White House. How many days do we have left until Election Day 2020?
Playing today's best music.
All I really wanna see is us. I don't really need a D, I need the all I back need is us. I got.
Just remember what goes around comes around. You don't gotta worry about me.
I did half a Zan, 13 hours till I land. Had me out like a light, 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 like a light.
You are listening to the Vincent Tucker Radio Show. iHeartRadio does something no other app or website can do. Thousands of live radio stations you can take anywhere. Want to listen to that station in Denver, but you're in Philly? No problem. In Atlanta, and you miss LA? No problem. Plus, iHeartRadio lets you create your own custom artist station. DJ Khaled, and this is iHeartRadio. Just type in the artists you love, and iHeartRadio creates a station just for you. With their biggest hits, all commercial free. Free radio and unlimited music all in one app. iHeartRadio.
Syndicated and award-winning, this is the VTRS. It's your boy Vincent Heartbreak Tucker. In this hour, we're keeping the hits coming as I got the latest in the entertainment world with the good, the bad, the ugly, plus an interview with R&B singer DaniLeigh, so keep it locked for that. Earlier, I asked, would you still follow your pastor if you found out he cheated? Celeste Gibson at Celeste6677 says, yes, because his flesh is no stronger than mine. I don't follow him because of his behavior. I follow the message of God through him. Okay. At Jared_85 says, I would still follow him. It just shows how human they are. Alright, true. Searching for Forever on Twitter says, it depends. Was he one of those pastors that was condemning others for doing the same? Or was he preaching forgiveness instead? He is human. That is a good point. That reminds me of the late Bishop Eddie Long, who was condemning homosexuality, but he was touching on little boys forever. Y'all keep the responses coming. Tweet the show at VTRS Online.
I like that, y'all. Yeah, come on. I like that, y'all. I like that. Yeah, I like that, y'all. I like that. Bring it back, Mr. Heartbreak.
I don't know, we haven't had a game in a minute. So I was going to have y'all pick a good, a bad, or ugly situation that may have happened this week. You tell about it in like a minute and a half. To be
well, you know, Vincent doesn't like to put his business out there, so.
Oh.
Since when?
But then I thought
I've
maybe
been embarrassed.
You know,
that was the joke.
Sorry.
Okay. So, do you want to tell a good, a bad, or ugly story that happened to you in like a minute and a half?
I do, but later in the show.
So no,
I do.
No,
it's an embarrassing moment.
It's for right now, so you don't want to do it now.
Not now, but.
How about you, Yo Star? Since you want to call everybody out this morning.
Sure. So does he pick a good or bad or ugly?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll do it ugly. I'll do it this.
Good. I paid my rent on time.
Wow. Yeah, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
That would be something that you should do every month.
Yeah.
Remind me.
I guess since you got ugly, that means I got bad. So I went out last Saturday and,
Wait, what's it bad?
well, because I spent half the night getting sexually harassed by a bunch of cougars.
How is that bad?
How is that bad?
If you saw these cougars that look like actual cougars.
Only on the Vincent Tucker Show.
Coming up, one of hip-hop's longest-running couples just got engaged. Colin Kaepernick reacts to Travis Scott performing at the Super Bowl. And the website where R. Kelly's sex tape is shamefully being searched. Let's talk about it up next in the good, the bad, and the ugly. Right after this joint.
Now it's time for the good.
Meet the future Mr. and Mrs. Nipsey Hussle. Maybe. According to TMZ, Lauren London said yes to the West Coast MC. The gospel site broke the news of the couple's alleged engagement on Monday after a source shared photos of Nipsey and Lauren's upcoming GQ cover shoot, which will reportedly serve as their official engagement announcement. However, a rep for the Double Up rapper disputed the claim, saying that the couple, who share a 2-year-old son, are still just dating. Given the exclusive nature of these stories, it may explain why the rapper's rep denied their engagement. In other words, they legally can't spoil the surprise. Guess we'll have to wait and see what the upcoming GQ cover is all about to see what's really going on.
Now it's time for the bad.
As we all know by now, Travis Scott will be performing alongside Maroon 5 during Super Bowl 53 next month. The rapper is facing major backlash as people feel he was overlooking the NFL's alleged blackballing of Colin Kaepernick, who spearheaded the kneeling movement in protest of police brutality and racial injustice. According to TMZ, before Trav signed the contract, he reached out to Colin, presumably to get him on board with his decision, but not to ask for permission. Colin was reportedly not supportive of Travis's decision to perform at the Super Bowl, as the two disagreed in what sources called a cordial, not hostile conversation. While Kaepernick can't tell Travis what he can and can't do, I, like many others, feel like Travis should have made a better decision.
Now it's time for the ugly.
You had to know that if it was the ugly, it had to be another R. Kelly story, right? The latest reports of R. Kelly and the premiere of documentary Surviving R. Kelly has encouraged many to reinvestigate various events, including Kelly's infamous tape that led him to being indicted. Porn website Xhamster says searches for R. Kelly has risen 388% since January 3rd, when the Lifetime docuseries premiered. The website mentioned it does not host any videos with Kelly, nor do they have the early 2000s video of R. Kelly having sex with and urinating on an underage girl. The incident with Kelly is seen as child pornography, as Kelly was engaging in sex with a then 14-year-old girl, which is considered statutory rape. Because of this, Xhamster wants to warn consumers that the R. Kelly tape is not on Xhamster, nor will it be allowed to be. Regardless of the news or sensation, a tape featuring an underage girl is both illegal and immoral. In addition, the porn site will also be disabling searches and putting up messages that reinforce that the content is not acceptable and against the law. It's your boy Vincent Heartbreak Tucker, and that's your good, the bad, and the ugly.
Playing today's best music. Playing today's best music.
Is your role? Be precise, yeah. My little baby. Change your life, yeah.
Pull up in a demon on guard. Looking like I still do fraud. Flying private jet with the rod. This is Z. This is Z. If you really wanna fall till you fall when you're back against the wall and a bunch of need you to go away. Still going bad on them anyway.
You're listening to the Vincent Tucker Radio Show.
Have you checked out iHeartRadio's free playlist yet? Not only do we have one perfect for any moment, we also created playlists perfect for any decade. Flashback to the 80s, 90s, or stay right here in 2018. Plus, we're talking pop, rock, hip-hop, and we'll even break it down by the year. Hello, 1999. Yo, can I get a what? There are thousands of iHeartRadio playlists. Find the one perfect for you. Trust us, there's a free playlist for that. Try it now. All your favorite music, all your favorite stations, all free.
Syndicated and award-winning, it's the VTRS. Been reading our responses on Twitter at VTRS Online to the question I've been posing all episode about if you would still follow your pastor if you found out he cheated. At girl26 says he really needs to step down. I'd find another church if he didn't. Sin always has consequences and that should be his. Wasn't he telling women to walk in the way of a wife? He needs to walk in the way of a husband. Ooh. Latoya S14 says, no, I would not. Human or not, cheating proves that the pastor may be called, but not ready. He can't be giving me and my husband sound marital advice if he cheats on his wife. Good point. At dboy577065990 says, as long as it's not my wife. Well, yeah, that would be pretty awkward. DaniLeigh makes her first appearance on the show in about 15 minutes, so keep it locked for that. If you got something you want to hear, you know you can hit me up, 1-877-99-VINCE. That's 1-877-998-4623. Or hit me at VTRS Online on the Twitter joint. Let go.
Ice water turn Atlantic. Night calling in a phantom.
Bring it back, Mr. Heartbreak.
VTRS Vincent Radio Show. Vincent Heartbreak, Tucker Ramon, Charity E, and also from the stars, Stolen Virginity. It's, Juanita Willis and, Sophia Knowlton. So I had someone hit me up on my fan page, facebook.com/IamHeartbreak. And, there's this, I was gonna say white guy, but it doesn't matter what race he is. I'm gonna just say white guy anyway.
Sometimes it does. Don't throw that out there.
Okay, we will. Cause how he started off this email is kind of corny, so I guess it is probably good to know he's white. He said, hey Heartbreak, this is Evan out of LA. Get it? Heartbreak LA? I rhymed. I just kept going. He said, so I've been with my girlfriend for about 18 months and we've only had sex 4 times. Whenever I ask her, she always says she's tired or has a headache. We have so much in common. She's like my best friend, but when it comes to sex, it's just totally different. I want to stay with her and eventually get married. But I met another girl at a house party and we clicked. We're going to meet up for lunch next week. What should I do?
First of all, if she's sick, always saying she's tired, she probably tired from the last dude that been blowing her back up.
It's somebody else that's making her tired.
So y'all agree that there's probably another guy in the picture?
I would agree that it's another dude in the picture because there's no way you have a boyfriend that you already had sex with.
Right.
And if you at the boyfriend stage and y'all already had sex, the marriage ain't gonna, marrying her ain't gonna get any better. You know what I'm saying? She definitely messing with somebody else. In my book.
4 times in 18 months?
Is she black?
If you ain't celibate
and she's black, that's got a lot to do with it, probably.
So I needed to ask him if she was black.
Yeah. It's not gonna work.
But if she white, then that mean he must be really down. You must be really, or she don't like it.
that means she don't got some of that
because he got benefits or something.
Got that 401k and them stock options.
So this girl that he met at the house party he's going to lunch with, he should go ahead and proceed with that and leave his girlfriend alone?
Yes.
I feel like he should first leave the girlfriend alone and then pursue the girl he liked.
Juanita, you agree?
4 times in 18 months. And the fact if he could actually count how many times that was. Like that was that day.
Yeah, I wonder if it was like spaced out or was it like, you know.
Like 4 times.
It's not gonna work.
I don't know if I can walk around with blue balls every day, and I live with
I
one.
wonder, do they live together? I mean, that would be even worse.
Oh, you know what? Good point. They probably don't live together.
Yeah, if they live together, maybe they don't live together. They may not
That's
even
still not
live in
an
the same
excuse. Apparently,
area.
she's busy with another guy.
Right.
I need more details. I need more details on this situation.
Are you sure it's your girlfriend? Let's take it back. Let's take it all the way back.
That's your friend.
Evan, I need you to
associate.
I need you to message me back. I need to know that y'all actually had a commitment conversation and y'all consented from both parties. I need to know, because now I'm questioning. I don't know if y'all are even really in a relationship, because there is another guy. I'm sorry. There's just.
It's probably a couple people.
Oh man.
You said probably a couple people. Oh my God.
Ain't no way four times in 18 months and y'all already did it. That's just no.
But I feel sorry for the dude because obviously this isn't the only 4 times that she's had sex. The only 4 times he's had sex with in the last 18 months. But obviously he really likes her and he really cares about her. Yeah. And I feel sorry for him, but you might want to go ahead and go out on a date with the other girl, man.
Okay. And
go get the other girl.
Okay. So Evan from LA, Juanita and Sophia agree that you should go with the other girl. Leave the other girl alone. Yeah. But I would like to know, A, is she black? And B, was there ever really a commitment conversation? Because if it was a commitment conversation, y'all have only had sex 4 times. You're horrible, my G.
You in LA too. I'm just gonna say that. Just saying, it's a lot of free spirits out there. Just saying. That's it, Evan.
Only on the Vincent Tucker Show.
Appreciate y'all keeping it locked on the VTRS. Your main man Vincent, Heartbreak, Tucker, Jake Taylor, handling the boards. Hey, it looks like your Netflix subscription will cost a little more as the company begins to raise its prices. According to the USA Today, the streaming service announced that it will raise the prices across its U.S. plans for new subscribers, and the price for existing subscribers will increase over the next 3 months. Netflix's popular plan, which features 2 HD streams, will go from $10.99 to $12.99. The least inexpensive plan will go from $7.99 to $8.99, and the premium option will go from $13.99 to $15.99. Existing users will be notified about the price increase through email. I guess this means I'll never get the homies to stop using my Netflix login now, huh? Yo, Jake, can you dump that? R&B singer DaniLeigh is on the VTRS right after this next joint. Syndicated and award-winning and syndicated. This is the VTRS, the Vincent Tucker Radio Show. And as we continue to be your new home for Black Star Power, it continues with our next guest, DaniLeigh. Born in Miami to 2 Dominican parents before living in Orlando and now in Los Angeles, DaniLeigh is R&B's newest sensation. A triple threat that can sing, dance, and direct. She is the girl next door who can really rock better than anyone you know. Discovered by the legendary Prince, she went on to dance on stage for Meghan Trainor, Pitbull, Pharrell, and play the lead dancer in music videos for Daddy Yankee and Nelly Furtado on her way to a deal with Def Jam in early 2017. She made a splash with her Summers with Friends EP later that year. Caught a lot of eyes with her In My Feelings dance challenge video this past summer. And now she's enjoying great success with her new album, The Plan, and the lead single, Lil Baby. So let's get right into it. DaniLeigh, how did the song Lil Baby come about?
The song, I was in the studio rocking with my guy Ism, Jazzy, Vori. Ism was playing a couple of beats. He played that one, and I was just like, yo, this is fire. I was like, how old are you? He was like, I'm 19. And I was like, what? I was like, you a little baby. And then Jazzy started laughing at me, just like, little baby. We started playing around with it. He played the beat. We started doing the melodies, my little baby. Then we just went in the booth and just started freestyling and came up with Lil Baby. And
So how exactly would you describe Lil Baby? What does it mean to you?
Honestly, I'm just talking about myself and the type of woman I am, and just that I could, if I'm in your life, I could upgrade you. I'm gonna change your life. It'll only be up for you, and you just gotta know that, and take pride in that.
And then Lil Baby jumped on the remix. Did you see that coming?
Yeah, definitely, man. It was crazy when I first I recorded Lil Baby in 2017, and when I first did it, I saved the file under Lil Baby featuring Lil Baby on my phone because I was like, this kind of needs to happen. Like, and then look at God, like it happened. So
now, the video for Lil Baby is arguably the best video I've seen in a long time. No cap. I love that New York bodega feel to it and all the dope choreography and the awesome cameos, including Trey Songz and Rotimi. Was it filmed in New York? I mean, how did the video for Lil Baby all come together?
I shot it in this downtown LA sneaker store called Bodega. And I was out there actually with my team, and we went through to just see it, like, and just get some sneakers for real. And so I was like, yo, we should low-key shoot like a music video in here. And they were like, yeah, this would be kind of cool. And this happened like way months before. So then when we was getting ready to shoot Lil Baby video, I was like, yo, we should shoot it there. The concept for me is just pretty much like, I'm the owner of the store, and it really represents me, the store, and I wanted something that represented me and just made sense for my brand. And, you know, I love sneakers, I love being Dominican, obviously, and I wanted to incorporate that with my dance moves and my personality and everything like that. So I did that through the store, passed around a couple cameos, and I had Trey Songz in there, I had Rotimi from Power, yeah.
Now, DaniLeigh, you've been grinding for a very long time. But I know for a lot of people, the In My Feelings, Shiggy Dance Challenge video, where you were dancing and ghost riding the whip, you know, did like crazy numbers for you and even caught the attention of Drake himself. So what was the experience like for you going viral off that video? And how was it, you know, when you actually met Drizzy?
The In My Feelings challenge for me went so crazy. I didn't expect that at all. It got over like 10 million views, and I gained like 200,000 followers that day. Like it just went crazy. So from there, Drake did reach out to me, and you know, I got to meet him after that, which was incredible because he's such a huge inspiration to me. So I asked him, I was like, did you like know who I was like before the challenge? And he was like, yeah. He was like, I'm really glad that it happened for you, like with the challenge, because you sing, you dance, you got a personality, you got style. And I was like, you know, it's fine, like, yes.
As we wrap this up, tell the audience about your album that's out now called The Plan.
I'm super excited. Like, I got 12 songs on there, a couple features, different vibes on there. I got my R&B joints, I got my hip hop, I got a full Spanish record. So China's just pretty much is giving all of me in this album and what I represent and stuff. So
well, there it is, DaniLeigh. Her new album, The Plan, is available right now, and she's heading out to headline her own tour, the Be Yourself tour, at the end of the month.
It's a remix, baby. I know, baby, with little baby. I know, baby, with little baby. My little baby.
I know I'm super fly. I know I'm super fly.
Oh my God! Tell me how you feel now.
I feel good. I feel the Spirit of God.
I feel him all over you too, damn it.
Vincent Heartbreak Tucker here with the homie Jake pressing the buttons. And as we come to the end of the program, hope everybody enjoyed the interview with DaniLeigh. And Lord have mercy, she is fine as all get out. Her album, The Plan, is out now, and it's a solid project. Go check that out today. Appreciate everyone that chimed in on today's question and let me know if they would still follow the pastor of their church if they found out he cheated. Now, me personally, I learned a long time ago that the minister he's a man. And I learned it when I saw the pastor creeping in one of my family members. I was like, pastor came over here to deliver that personal prayer package, huh? What, that joke is funny. Man, whatever. Hey, let's grow the show, peeps. VTRSonline.com is the website. VTRS Online is the URL on all our social sites. And go ahead, follow me personally at IamHeartbreak.com. For Jake on the board, it's your boy Vincent Heartbreak Tucker. Syndicated and award-winning. This is the VTRS, and we're out.
Launched in December 2007, the VTRS is a CWC Entertainment Group LLC production.